Hello and welcome to How to Play Corners, a game for one player. This game comes to us from Solitaire by David Parlett. It is a single deck solitaire, a pretty simple one, relative to Florentine or Four Seasons. So we'll take our single deck of cards, shuffle it, deal a 9-card grid of 3x3, making sure that all of our cards in the corners are of a different suit. And if we don't have that, we'll just take the card and put it back into the draw pile until we do have it. We can play from the draw pile, the waste pile, or the reserve to build up in suit in ascending order with king wrapping over to ace. And we'll keep going until we have all 13 cards of the suit in that corner. Therefore, we won. We have 2 redeals to do this in. Any vacancies in the reserve will get filled from the next card available in the draw pile. So let's go ahead and see how this game plays out. So I go ahead and start drawing cards from the draw pile because I have none in the reserve that I can immediately play. I find the ace of hearts, so I'll put that on the king of hearts, and I'll keep going from there and seeing what I can do. I'm looking for a 7 of diamond, I'm looking for a 9 of clubs, or I'm looking for the 6 of spades. As soon as I find those, I will put them on that foundation. And you notice I put 2 coins down, that way I can keep track of how many redeals I've used. Sometimes I get an autopilot playing these games, and I want to make sure I get them right the first time instead of messing them up. So there's my first redeal. I'll take a coin away, and we'll just keep going. So any vacancies in the reserve, once we start playing a reserve card, will be filled from the draw pile immediately. So I have to take the next card from the draw pile. Now I can wait to play a card from the reserve until I get a more favorable condition. And so that's the only strategy you really have in this game. The only real reprieve, or the only real decision you have, is whether to play a card in the reserve until you get one, say, maybe the next card that you're looking for. It helps to have a good memory of the deck, of what has been played so far, what has been displayed so far. That way you know if it's worth it to hold on, or if you should play the card immediately next. So now I'm going to replace that card that I took from the reserve, and I'll just keep going, looking for the cards that I need, trying to find them, and hopefully I will find them. So I got the king there. I'm getting pretty close, looking for the ace of clubs next. And let's see, I got my ace of diamonds, but I don't need it yet, and I'm running through, and I didn't do it. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one more time. I lost there, and I'll go ahead and try to redo it. And doing the thing I always do when I have odds against games, I just don't shuffle the deck very well, or at all, and go from there. So now I'm just looking for any diamond to fill in that space. I find one. We have 2 redeals, so we'll go ahead and get started. And hey, what do you know? I got a lot of cards in my favor, so that's really good news. This time I'm going to be a little bit more careful about how I approach this game, and maybe I'll withhold some of those cards that are on the reserve until I have the next available card, if it has not been played yet, or at least a card that would have some favor, like I just did there. Had that 3 of diamonds in the waste pile, so I went ahead and played that reserve card. So now I'm going, I have the next card available, and things are just going really, really well for me. And there's my first redeal, so I need to take that coin and put it to the side. I'm going kind of fast and almost forgot. And we'll keep going. We now need the queen of hearts. We now need the 4 of diamonds, or the 2 of clubs, which we have. We also have the 3. And we also need the 6 of spades, which we have. Found the 7, found the 8, found the 9, the 10, the jack. And now that the card deck is completely exhausted, we'll have to turn it over and use our final redeal to fill up that vacancy, which we do. And once the card deck's exhausted, we keep filling up, and we've won. So yay! So like always, if you actually want to play something besides solitaire, come to our subreddit Card Game Meetups. Post your city in a public place in that city that you want to play some card games against strangers, otherwise known as friends you haven't yet met. Do click on the show more in the description to see all sorts of videos that we like, including the music, the rules, and a link to a Discord channel where you can talk to other people besides myself about card games and dice games and domino games all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. Do call your friends and let them know you like to play some cards. You never know, they might say yes, they might say no, or they might ask why you keep calling all the time to ask this question. It's never going to happen, so stop calling. Do like, subscribe, and share these videos with your friends, even if they don't like playing card games. Do vote for this month's Game of the Month. And I want to thank today's musician. I'll see everybody next video.